Hi everybody, we're switching things up this month. We are actually going to have a special guest with me today. If you don't know her already, it is Courtney from the gym, and she is in Olympic lifting class. And we're bringing you a special treat actually that Courtney made for the Olympic lifters one day when we were PRing. We had a PR day. So Courtney, tell us what you are making for us today.
We're making Samoa donuts that help you PR.
Basically,
and they help you lose weight because they're paleo. So it's healthy, it's great for you, and it's a nice little treat.
I cannot wait to make these, you guys. I have actually had them when she brought them to the class that day, and I think I had two right away. And I ate them in front of them while they were working out. So let's get started, Courtney, because honestly, these donuts are delicious, everyone. And June is donut month. And Courtney, I think it was the first weekend in June, and it was donut month, and you could go to Martin's or wherever, get a free donut. But Courtney made us special ones, so we're going to make you guys special ones too. Well, so what's the first thing we need to do?
Yep, so you have almond flour, baking soda, and salt. So you just mix those. Using a sifter is really helpful as two. Sometimes I just don't have time for that. I actually have a really old one. Yeah. It doesn't work very well, but it really does show in the quality if you do sift it. So just take a fork, make sure it's all broken up.
Great.
And you toss that in.
Okay.
And I love Samoa, the cookies. The
Girl Scout cookies.
So
yes.
This is kind of what that's based off of. And actually, I can use that bowl.
Yes. Oh, yes. We can use the same bowl, put our wet ingredients in.
So we have coconut oil melted. And as Amy mentioned, this is obviously hard when you get it, so make sure you melt that down.
Yes.
We've got some eggs that we've whisked. And one thing that I'm bad about is I typically make full recipes, and that's not the bad part, it's my self-control that's the bad part. So if you want to have a recipe and it calls for 1 egg, or 3 eggs or whatever, crack them, whisk them, measure it. This was 3 eggs, it made about a cup of eggs, and then just half it.
That's a great tip. Yeah, especially, I mean, if you have the odd number and you don't, if you have 2, it's easy. You can divide that.
Yes.
But 3 is harder to divide.
A little bit more difficult. And then we've got maple syrup, honey. No, not maple syrup. We have honey. Vanilla.
And vanilla,
And I think that's it in here. So
I bet even if you put maple syrup in it, it would still be
be good. Yes, and we'll kind of talk about that too. So this recipe, it depends on the type of honey and caramel, or honey and maple syrup you get from. If it's a little bit more caramel flavored, it's really up to you. The more caramely you want this recipe to be, and how dark of the honey that you buy. So.
And I have found too, it's really good to get local honey from where you are, right?
Yes.
And where do you shop a lot? At the farmers market. Good tip, guys. Go to the farmers market in South Bend. I think there's one in Elkhart as well. But you're gonna get a lot of fresh ingredients there.
I like to say I'm pretty obnoxious with it because we've got honey from the hood today here from South Bend and maple syrup from Bourbon, Indiana. So if we can get a little bit more obnoxious, that's about how you do it. So you just whisk that up.
Okay, and just put this in. I'll take this for you. How about that?
Sounds good.
Great. Okay, so and just where do I mix it to where it's looking kind of lumpy? Doesn't matter. Smooth.
Yeah. Okay. Smooth consistency. And this is a really I hate this word. It's a very moist recipe, so but it is. So it's going to be a very
moist,
less dry,
less dry mix.
A less dry mix. Okay. So while she's mixing that, I have a donut pan. I would recommend getting more donut pans than just one, or this recipe will take forever. Or you can use a donut maker.
Oh, I don't have either one, and I should because I love donuts so much.
It's good. So maybe this will help portion control as well. Just get the pan of 6. We'll post a recipe as well if you're using a donut maker.
Okay, that sounds great.
So
how do we what do we use in there to keep our donuts from sticking?
Yeah, so the almond flour is really dry, and what I found is over greasing is probably better. So I'm just using coconut oil and a paper towel. I also use my silicone basting brush as well that does it. So you kind of just, really be
That's a great
generous.
tip. I really like this because I've used flour spray before, and if I want to get that flour out of there completely, especially for a paleo or a Whole30 or something, coconut oil is a great substitute, which I really have never done.
You could probably do ghee too.
Oh, yeah.
It might be a little bit more burny. Sometimes it burns a little bit faster, but test it out.
Test it out. Hey, I like to test things out. So we've got our mixture here.
And so the goal is you want to fill about 3/4 of the way full in your donut pan, and then just spread it out. So
can I try?
Yeah, go for it. I'll let you, this is my least favorite part.
I've never made donuts before, but okay, 3/4 of a cup here, 3/4 I should say, full of the donut.
And I kind of do like half on one side, half on the other, and then just kind of
And then you smooth it around like this. So I guess it's better to do less right away than more.
Yep.
Just in case, like that. I did a little bit more.
Or you'll have just 4 really big donuts instead of 6.
Or you have 4
medium
really
size.
big. Whoops. I destroyed that one.
That's all right. And the nice thing is you've got it so greased that when you go to wipe it off, that it'll just fall right back into the pan. So.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Look at that. Well, I don't have to be so clean and neat anymore.
Don't worry about it. And
I'm used to being clean and neat.
This little guy here, it's a Pampered Chef, I think.
Yeah, it is.
This is a nice little mini, and it just kind of helps spread things around and also helps get it out. So if you have something like this, once they're done cooking, you can just kind of get it onto the donut.
Okay, that's a good tip. What do I need to bake these at? What should my oven be set at, and for how long?
Yep. So you're gonna do 350 on your oven, and then 10 to 12 minutes, and they'll just be light brown on top. One thing that we noticed is that I was having a hard time baking for a while. We ended up doing a turkey. This is a short, long story, and we put the little temp on the back and found out our oven was about 10 degrees below what it should be. So check your ovens if you have a chance, because that's really gonna affect you if you're a big baker.
All right, she's helping me out here.
Yeah. All right, so
that was pretty simple.
Beautiful.
I like that. I thought when I tasted these donuts, Courtney, I have to admit, I thought there was probably 20 ingredients in them, but they are, the word she hates, moist. They are so good though. And I cannot wait to show people the finished product. So let's go show them the finished product. I'm going to pop these in the oven because I'm going to enjoy these later on today.
The labor of our love there. So this is the finished product here, the full Samoa donut. It kind of
come on around. Let's see. These look delicious.
You kind of want it to replicate the cookie.
It does look a lot like the Girl Scout cookie. So tell me about, I noticed that we do have the donut that's done, and on the back side we have chocolate, and on the front we have caramel. So that chocolate, what is the chocolate?
So I just I used Enjoy Life chocolate chips, but you could just use any chocolate chip that you like.
Okay.
And just use a double boiler. You can also do a microwave, but I tend to see that the double boiler doesn't seize as quickly, and you can kind of reheat it if you need to.
Nice.
So that's really simple.
So after the donuts are done and cooled, then I do my chocolate, and then I dip the donut in the chocolate.
Correct.
And then flip it and just let it cool.
Yeah, I usually stick them in the freezer for a little bit just to solidify it a little bit more.
Freezer tips.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Make sure your freezer is empty before you do it.
And then the caramel syrup. That is gorgeous. And I know you brought some with you today, right?
Yes.
For us.
A labor of love. It really is. It does take some time, and I would recommend cat hair is our secret ingredient.
Oh.
Found a little.
I'm enjoying the donut already.
This is just coconut milk and some ghee, and I used maple syrup on this too because it's a little bit more caramel flavored. And you just let it bake down for not bake down, but cook down for about an hour. It could take longer. Just wait until it gets dark like this.
It really is a labor of love, guys. Yeah. But honestly, these donuts are amazing. And Robbie's filming, and I know he can't wait to eat one of these. But there is one more ingredient to these that are on top that makes these so great too.
Yep.
So we froze the chocolate, and then you take them out of the freezer, and then you dip them into that caramel sauce. And then Courtney did 2 things on top of these to make them so beautiful too.
Wow. This is just really easy. It's just shredded coconut. You can buy the chips and put them in a food processor, or just buy it like this. Throw it in the oven at 325 after your donuts are done, and then just maybe 10 minutes, check in every 2 minutes, toss them around, make sure they're not getting burned. And then that's really easy. So you actually put about 1/4 cup in the caramel itself, so it's like a shredded coconut caramel. So you'll taste them in there, and then just a little bit more for garnish. So it's really actually pretty simple. This just takes a little bit more time.
But they are amazing, honestly. You did such a great job. And they're so pretty. If you can, Robbie's gonna come on in. You can see she even took the chocolate, drizzled it on top of the caramel, sprinkled that coconut on it. And these are her wonderful ingredients that she used. She got some stuff from the farmer's market and probably Whole Foods. And these are wonderful, Courtney. Thank you so much for joining us for June Donut Month of Amy's Street Corner. We will see you all next time.